it! Go on!
Get away from me! Take it away!
Mrs. White is going to talk. And when she does, we're both in the dock. So unless you want to explain all this to the judge...
No, I'm not going to do it! Look!
I'll make sure your little blackmail racket comes out into the open. And my friends from London will be coming to see you, Professor. But if I'm in jail, there'd be nothing I could do to stop them, would there? They don't like blackmailers.
What will they do to me?
Oh, I think you'd be better off if the police did lock you up. There. Good boy. Go and deal with Boddy. It's your only chance.
No, take it away. Take it away. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Why are you doing it, man? And don't talk to me about Brother Jerome and seeing the light. That won't wash.
Perhaps I did underestimate people's need for me here.
Well, what about the £5,000 that you lent me to set up my own company? What's going to happen to that? How do I know that Brother Jerome won't want his money back, eh?
No true friend need fear my intentions. Only those who are gambling that I'm a complete fool.
What do you mean, gambling?
Someone else's big gamble that didn't come off. Eh, Colonel?
If you want to drink while Rome burns, that's fine, but count me out.
Oh, don't be so childish. If we don't work together, we don't stand a chance. And you know it.
You really do have a nerve. Who introduced Uncle Boddy to this Brother Jerome and his henchmen?
I can assure you I didn't do it to cut my own throat, even though that is exactly what happened.
You were always creeping around him, trying to get your hands on him and his money. You can sneer at me as much as you like, but I'm losing Arlington Hall and my inheritance.
You are losing everything because you borrowed from loan sharks against your inheritance. Oh, yes, didn't you know your uncle knew that? My dear, I feel exactly the same way about you. But whether you like it or not, unless we pull together, we'll both go down. Now, is that what you want?
What on earth was that? Did you see a flash?
My God, it's Mrs. White.
She's unconscious.
Will she be all right?
Don't, for God's sake, don't touch anything. Somebody sent for a doctor. I think she's been electrocuted.
How much more time do you want, Professor? Mr. Boddy will be gone by Monday, and then the auctioneers will be in.
Maybe they won't notice.
Well, you noticed, and you're no professional. By the way, you've been making quite a nice little living out of me and Mr. Green, haven't you? Until Mr. Boddy saw the light. It must be very inconvenient for you.
I didn't take that much.
Well, it won't look like that when Mr. Green starts to talk, will it?
He won't!
Oh, yes, he will. He can't face going to jail. He'll name you as the ringleader, the mastermind.
He can't! I only made a fraction of what he made on those antiques.
And then I shall have to look out for my own salvation, shan't I? Come to think of it, blaming you might be the right solution for all of us.
No. There has to be another way.
Then kill Mr. Green. He's too dangerous to live. There's no point in asking Mr. Boddy anything. That's one leopard who hasn't changed his spots. Whatever Brother Jerome thinks.
Do you think he knows about the antiques?
Oh, what does it matter? Someone's going to notice that half the antiques in this place are missing. You've seen to that. And they're going to blame you. Because I'm just a little old lady who's been led astray by a wicked con man. So, you better think of something.
You're not getting out of this.
Oh, shut up, will you? By the time I've finished, nobody is going to believe a word you've said. And I'm not going to prison. Not for you, Mr. Boddy, or anyone else. And that is a promise.
What on earth am I supposed to do?
Well, you can take these to the dining room for a start. And then if you want to sleep easy in your bed at night, you'd better think of something, hadn't you?
Today is the first day of my new life, a life which will affect you, my dear friends. After my crash, as you know, I was cared for by Brother Jerome and the monks of the Order of Silence. If you will forgive a poor joke, I was on the road to Damascus, not Arlington, when I was hit by that car. And now, nothing can be the same again. On Monday morning at 11:30, I will be received into that order as a novice by Brother Jerome himself. And I will turn over all my worldly goods to them.
For goodness sakes, man.
You are my friends, my dear friends. And I will be sure that you are taken care of as you deserve. I know I will be misunderstood, but my first action as a novice will be to assume the vow of silence.
Why are you doing this to me? Why are you ruining my life?
Yes. Yes, of course you'll get your money, man. Now, are you going to take my business or not? Right. Right. I want £50 each way on Royal Scarab. Yeah, right.
How much are you in hock for now?
The lot. Everything.
You can't pay back Uncle Boddy's loan.
It never got any further than a bookmaker.
You and I share a similar problem, don't we, Colonel? Uncle Boddy isn't signing this place, my inheritance, over to Brother Jerome until Monday. Time enough for a man of action to find a solution, I would have thought.
It's all a game to him, isn't it?
Yes, but two can play these games, Colonel. And I have an idea for a little gambit of our own.
Who's there? Come on, let me.
Thank you.
The devil looks after his own, doesn't he, Boddy?
Would you kindly tell me what you were trying to do?
If I couldn't find anything in here to stop you, I was going to kill you.
Is there anything you people won't do for money?
Don't you patronize me, Boddy. If you don't need your money anymore, then leave it to those of us who have to live in the real world.
However much I left you, you'd want more. Greed feeds on itself.
You promised me that loan. You went back on your word. And now the difference is, you'll go into a monastery while I'll lose my home.
You'll thank me for this one day, my dear, believe me. Now get out of here before I forget my good nature and call the police.
Mr. Boddy was lucky to survive his car crash, although he was sure that there was more than luck involved. When he came back from hospital, he told us that everything had changed. A new life was about to begin for him and for Arlington Hall. He was going to give up everything to lead the simple life, or so he would have us believe. And no one else had been offered the choice between the way things were and the sweetness and light that Mr. Boddy seemed so suddenly to have found. And someone didn't believe in it, did they? Because poor Mr. Boddy went to his reward a bit sooner than he expected.